I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different knives to go over with you guys today. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel and you're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out, I believe, 2 models with different variants from Ketuo knives. I will have links for all these down below as usual in the pinned comments and the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And we are going to be starting things off here with the Jacosaw. This is the G10 version. There's obviously a premium version of this guy. We featured it here in the channel. I'll have a link down below if you guys want to check out the video on the premium counterpart. But now it's on G10 and looks like carbon fiber inlay here towards the front. That's looking interesting. Nice little combo, and it's now more affordable than it ever has. So that's also a win for people who really like the design but wanted to maybe get it at a more affordable price. So that's good in all fronts. We have a titanium pocket clip with the Ketuo branding right there, and then we have a steel backspacer, it looks like, with some crown jimping on it, your lanyard solution back there. The pocket clip, good news, is reversible on the other side. Love to see it. Why we have T6 hardware here, I don't know. We should have T8 instead. But, you know, they figure, hey, it's just the G10 inlay, you know, no big deal. But yeah, we have recessed liners and a, you know, some thumb ramps. I want to say almost a thumb disc. It looks like a thumb disc because it gives you the feeling of a thumb disc on both sides, but it's more of a ramp on either side that you would use instead of thumb studs, and a big old opening hole with a front flipper. So without further ado, bam, right, check it out. We have a matte tanto going on here for the geometry. This one has sort of the satin finish going on with a, the great thing about this one is this hollow ground right here, compound ground with a hollow and a flat in the front. Love to see it, and it just looks definitely a looker with a switch here in the front. Right, we have an opening hole, a fuller, right, good combo of different really nice additions to a blade, something that really makes it pop. Right, it is going to be a liner lock on this one as compared to, I want to say, a bolster lock on the premium one. I could be wrong, so we'll have to kind of check back on that video, but nice and easy to achieve, but nice and easy to disengage here. Good access from the show side, right, a little bit of a cutout there, and we can get out of here pushing down into the left. That lockup is going to be around, what is that, maybe 20%, 25% or so. So that is not bad at all. And on the drop shot action, oh yeah, that feels really, really nice. We have another variant right here. We'll just go ahead and stack these up. The next variant, right, this one is black G10 with black carbon fiber going on there. And yeah, same deal. Reversible titanium pocket clip, right? We have that steel backspacer on here as well. And so checking out all the different deployments now. We can thumb deploy here with that thumb ramp. We can spidey flick off of the opening hole. We can spidey flick off of the fuller as well, in case you were wondering. And then we got that front flipper that just works really, really good. Good jimping on it, and it would just rock it out of there. Let's give the blade also a wipe. This one has that same satin finish going on there as well. This one's going to be a 3.31 inch long blade, so it's over 3 inches. Check your local laws. And you are looking at 14C 28N steel, right? Makes sense. Of a budget steel for a more budget knife. I gotta tell you, man, the ergos on this one are through the roof. Nice and tall handle, plenty of handle to grip. This curvature right here goes really well on hand. The crown jimping absolutely gives you a really good grip, and you also have some really good jimping on the spine of the blade as well. So that's a nice combo. We can hammer grip back here. We can forward choke a little bit if we want to. It feels really comfortable on all positions. I'm gonna go 9.5. That's going to be a solid 9.5 out of 10. You know, obviously a 10 out of 10 would be something without a pocket clip, but they do a really good job making the pocket clip nice and sort of round it a bit, and that absolutely makes a difference. Also pretty, you know, lightweight, as you would expect. We do have steel liners inside, but those are nicely milled for weight reduction. So that's also a good thing. And wait, there's more. Maybe you want an all blacked out counterpart. Check this one out. We have black G10. We have the carbon fiber in the bolster there, right? All the hardware is blacked out. The pocket clip, the backspacer, right? Filler tab, and the blade now has a black stonewash finish to it. So if you're looking out for the mortared out, blacked out version, Darth Vader edition, right? This one is definitely the one to go for that matter, right? Check it out. The black stonewash actually looks pretty good on this one. And again, you're actually getting a good solid portion of a beautiful hollow ground there. So These things are going to be super slicey in the cutting department. They're going to cut pretty well. And it's 14C28N, you know, everyone's favorite budget steel these days. Can't go wrong with it. There we go. All deployment options, pretty good, right? Trying to do the reach around here, just getting creative now at this point. There you go. Side of the index finger. Almost had it. There we go. I absolutely love what Ketuo is doing, right? They are taking some of their iconic premium designs, and they understand that there are people out there that really like their knives, but maybe don't have the the funds to go for a $200, $300 knife all the time. And bringing a counterpart here, right, a more budget approach, absolutely makes a huge difference, and it's definitely more affordable. More people can get their hands on it, right? Ketuo, that is a great execution, good way to go. I really wish you guys have been doing this a lot sooner, but hey, we got now some premium counterparts, some premium knives to look at, starting right here with this one. Right, what are we looking at? We actually have two versions. I wonder if they're the same. If they're not, we'll find out. The name on this one is the Bratva. Right, I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see if I'm pronouncing it right. The Bratva. And let's see, let's break it down a little bit. We have obviously titanium handles with beautiful carbon fiber inlays. Just a little bit of color there to make it pop. That looks nice. Nice. A little bit of Ketual branding right there, embossed. I like what they did here with the pivot. Captive on one side. It looks like T8 on the other side. A little bit of maybe overkill. Ketuo on one side and the Ketual logo, kind of origami paper logo on the other side, you know. But hey, not a big deal at all. We do have this pocket clip that's not going to be reversible on the other side, and also titanium. Back spacer is going to be titanium as well. Hardware is going to be steel. Yeah, I'm getting pulled there. Let's see. The pivot, not so much, but the actual hardware, I am getting pulled on the hardware. You have that linear solution is going to be back there with the back spacer. And then we have a back flipper, front flipper, and we actually have a thumb disc on this side. So not, you know, the little ramps we got on the Yakusa. We have actually a thumb disc on this one. Good amount of jimping. Let's go ahead and figure out what this blade looks like. Here we go. Bam. Holy macaroni. I was not expecting that blade to pop out of there. Holy smokes. All right. We have a beautiful horizontal hand rub is what I'm assuming we're looking at here. It looks gorgeous. I've seen it in more and more premium knives lately, and that horizontal hand rub is absolutely beautiful, right? Always get excited when I see it on a new knife. We have M390 steel, and there's what the Bratva spelling right there, B-R-A-T-V-A, Bratva. We have almost a full flat grind with a swedge here, a clip point, like very extended sort of clip point blade with the fuller also. I wonder if you can deploy off of that. So here's the fuller. The answer is yes. Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you absolutely can deploy off of the fuller here if you wanted to, as such. So that's dialed in, right? Thumb deployment, of course, is going to be pretty solid. Check out the drop shot action. Holy smokes. Okay, that feels good. Back flipper, that's money. You know it. Money! Front flipper. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all of these are super dialed in, you guys. And then there's the acoustics. Just listen on the open. All right, actually feels nice and premium. Getting a little bit of a liner stick every time I'm disengaging it. Maybe that's because it's relatively new. Yeah, a little bit of a stick there. Nothing crazy. And checking out the liner while we're here, right? That engagement is going to be very minimal, right? Like maybe 10% or so on the steel liner there, holding the blade in place, locked in place. We do have a little bit of access from the show side, nice and easy to get to it and disengage, pushing down into the left. Oh man. And of course, yeah, you got handle here for days. I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest. I'm able to get a full purchase on this bad boy for sure. And guess what? They give you a finger choke right here. So if you want to forward choke on this bad boy, you absolutely can. Plenty of jimping. Check this out. I like this. I like this a lot. If you're doing the hammer grip, this jimping section is perfect, right? For the hammer grip, boom. And if you forward choke, then this other jimping area right here is perfect for your thumb. So regardless of where you are gripping the knife, you got jimping zones for both. Love to see it. And you do have quite the reach, quite the cutting path here with this blade. No doubt about it. Ergos are pretty solid, right? Feel the pocket clip a tad bit on this one. I'm going to go 9.5. No, I'm going to go 9. Yeah, 9 out of 10. And the other thing you notice is, this is on purpose, the carbon inlays sit a little bit higher than the handle. I'm sure they did that intentionally, right? So it doesn't sit flush like it does on other knives. It sits just a little bit higher than the handle itself. So just something to note right there. Not that that's a problem or anything, just an observation, of course. I don't mind that at all, me personally. But let's go ahead and find out what this other one here is about. I mean, it looks like an exact clone. It looks just like it. So let's just go ahead and open her up. Okay, all right, we have a different finish on the blade. That's what it is, right? So maybe you're like, okay, the horizontal hand rub is not my cup of tea. They got you covered. This one here has like a bead blasted finish. Kind of matches the handle pretty well. Check that out. And checking out the action on this one. Okay, I wonder if, okay, listen, no liner stick on this one, right? The liner's pretty easy to disengage. I don't feel the, that, right, on this model here. So maybe it's just a one-off. So yeah, very easy to disengage there. Of course, you have all the same, deployment options left and right through the wazoo of all different deployment methods. So it's going to make it very fidget friendly. And this is actually, I mean, large, it's an understatement. So I would go, this is extra large, borderline extra large knife right here. So if you got big old bear paws, man, you're looking for a big knife. I know I see you guys in the comments all the time. Man, I wish that knife was over 3 inches, this and that. Like, I want a bigger knife. Well, these definitely have the reach. And I like this on the disengagement, right? You can drop the little flipper on your thumb and then, drop shot, shake shot the rest of the way down as such. By the way, good alignment, smack in the middle if you ask me. And through, I mean, great execution here from Ketuo, as they typically do. I mean, they absolutely do not disappoint with their knives. Let's do a quick just line up here, right? Recap. Right, we got the Yakusa budget versions here on multiple different color combos, whether you want to go with a blacked out blade or not. 14C 28N steel on those. G10 handles with carbon fiber liner locks. Then you have, these are also liner locks. The Bratva, right, which you're getting titanium with carbon fiber inlays, and you're getting an M390 blade with either a hand rub finish or a beautiful bead blasted finish as well. Again, I'll have links to all these down below in the description and the pinned comments so you guys can check them out. Pick one up for yourself. If you're interested, it does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. And at zero extra cost, of course, highly appreciated. But most importantly, let me know your thoughts on these. What do you guys like about them? What do you love about them? Is there anything you dislike about them? Let me know. We'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.